egy nagy ajándék, hogy itt van velünk Neil Wecker Amerikából. És amióta itt van, azóta a Bliss, és a Blissen keresztül sok-sok ember élete a reményeim szerint sokkal felszabadultabb és boldogabb. Neil nagyon sokat tanít nekünk a szabadságról, a szexualitásról, és arról, hogy hogyan lehetünk azok, akik lenni szeretnénk. És most azért ülünk itt, meg azért beszélgetünk, hogy egy kicsit lehozzuk ezt a nagyon szép és nagyon gazdag mondanivalót, hogy mi is az, amit tulajdonképpen ő, mint sex coach, mint sexual body worker, tehát szexuális energiával dolgozó testmunkás, oktató foglalkozik. Tehát mi az, amit tanít az embereknek?
My main interest is to ask people to look at the way that they are distracted from living in their bodies. And I believe that if we can clear the way of all the many distractions and that show up as fears and worries and insecurities and dreams and hopes, that we can get very clear about what the body has to say and how the body heals itself. The body as a living thing is capable of nourishing itself.
Mit értesz az alatt, hogy figyelem elterel, és hova viszik a figyelmüket az emberek a lényegről?
Well, I do believe in what some people say, that there are only two emotions, love and fear. And for some reason, there's fear. And I think that fear is rooted in some process of cultural control. I even go as far as calling it domestication. Now, we are in essence a wild animal, but we somehow are self-domesticated.
Hogyan lesz valakiből sex coach?
Well, I think the most important thing is to know how to experience sex very deeply yourself, so that you can recognize it in others, and then in however you can, try to make situations where people have experiences of deeply experiencing themselves erotically alive. But you need to be able to know what that experience is, so that you can see it or not see it in others. It's called erotic empathy. So so my first job as a teacher is to be a good student. Be a good student of my erotic life, my erotic potential. And I love it.
Aki veszi a bátorságot és elmegy egy ilyen programra hozzátok, az mivel fog találkozni? Hogyan talál vissza ehhez a vadabb, természetesebb lényéhez? Milyen gyakorlatokra számíthat?
Right. Well, as you know, my three favorite ways of helping people explore to be free or to be less limited by the distractions are breath, dancing, and arousal. Arousal via erotic massage. So in all my teaching, I'm just choosing those three modalities, breath, dance, and erotic massage, to give people moments when as I say, they are distracted from their distractions. They are out of their habits, and in that fresh place, free of habits, new information comes to either their mind or it comes up from their bodies, and I believe it has a great healing value in looking for being able to choose the change that we need to offer for each other as much love as possible.
Mi a tapasztalatod, hogy miben változnak meg az emberek, mivel lesznek többek?
It's basically when people develop the skill of being more present, they can then recognize that when they see it, and then the more people are practicing it and recognizing it and living it, the more presence will we can train ourselves as a culture to value, to notice and value and maintain presence. Presence maintenance, being able to choose at any given moment, to have the freedom to choose how you want to remain in a process of being in love. It's just a great skill, and the first love that we tap into is self-love. So self-love encourages the skills of being more sensitive, which then encourages the skills of having more self-trust. With more self-trust, we learn how to be more self-confident and have greater self-esteem. So our needs can be our own personal needs can be not put aside like denied, but they cannot be running the show. And we can be developing skills of compassion and empathy, which are valuable skills for creating health on a community level. So I'm really interested in human beings basically elevating ourselves to be able to keep our attention on compassion, empathy, and love.
Ezeken a programokon beszélünk a szexről, vagy csináljuk is?
Well, that is. Well, what I'm asking for is I'm inviting people into a process that's very dear to my heart, that we can embrace our sexuality as a practice, as a specific time, place, and activity that we can go into, and with consciousness learn so much about the body and about our energy and about the need for being able to go deeper by exploring how to maintain a greater level of presence. So I think sex is it's energetic, it's alive, it's in our genes. We like pleasure. So let's use what's just here and use that to its fullest to grow. And also, truth be known, I think pleasure is an undervalued human potential to be able to experience pleasure.
Szerintem mi így a szexben, az intimitásban a legáltalánosabb elakadás?
Well, what I'm interested in right now is looking at the ways that we seem, many people, from my viewpoint, have a hard time separating sexuality from the first and the second chakra. And when you live your sexuality in the first chakra, it's about looking for needs that maybe you can get other places, but sexuality is so big. We link sex and needs, and to me it doesn't allow for us to explore the potential of freedom within sexuality when it's so linked to the needs of the first chakra. So the invitation is to think about what it means to bring your sexuality up out of your needs. Find it as a place not of need, but as self-expression. Yeah, and that's why dance is so important to me, because I feel that dance is one place where we can explore self-expression, and I'm asking people to bring their sexuality into that same impulse to find what feels authentic and true in the moment. And it's just hard if it's locked up with needs. I have a need to be loved. Where do I find that? Oh, I'll look for it in sex. But usually that looking for that love, we're looking outside. We're looking for sex outside for love, rather than starting looking inside for self-love, developing self-trust, self-confidence, self-esteem, compassion, empathy. We're distracted when we look outside. I really think it's a great skill that we can nourish more by learning the skill of looking in, expressing what's within out.
Kinek ajánlja ezeket a programokat?
Well, the truth is, we are all students, and that's the other thing that's so important to me. I do not. When people come to me either for classes or individual sessions, I do not think, oh, you have a problem, let me help you. I think, no. What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? So anyone who has an attitude of, oh, I want to learn, it's like, great, let's practice. Let's set it up as a way of practicing.
És akkor mindig kérdés, hogy igazából miért van itt Magyarországon? Mi a küldetése? Mi hozta ide?
What brought me here? An invitation. An invitation to add, to contribute something to your mission of valuing intimacy, valuing the world of ritual, to encourage depth, to encourage healing. There just was this invitation from you to contribute something, and so I'm here.
Mi az álmod?
My dream? My dream is that people will stop hurting each other, because there's so much suffering going on in the world, and it's all coming from unconscious behavior. And I just want to see people conscious and aware, and they constantly making a commitment to choose not to hurt themselves or others. Great. Thank you.